my friends. Today we're going to be talking about what's wrong with Benfica. Benfica currently stands with 0 points and 0 goals scored in the Champions League. And there's a reason for it. Massive inconsistency, despite the large amount of money that was spent for once, people like this. And the answer is very simple. If we go to Benfica's previous results in the Champions League, they lost to Inter Milan, which is fine, I guess. But we could have still contested because last year we beat Juventus, we beat Barcelona, we drew PSG twice. Like, it was a phenomenal season. The consistency was awesome. The football was beautiful because we had a lot of good wingers. Okay, but there's a reason those wingers work. We had Enzo Fernandez for half a season. That was phenomenal. But excluding that, I'm here to just simplify what is wrong with Benfica on big games and why is there so much talent up front, but it's just not working, right? As it stands at the moment, in my opinion, excluding Di Maria, which is still world class, our best players are our center backs, Otamendi and Antonio Silva, right? There's a reason for it. There's 3 talented wingers here, and there's a static striker here, right? Good finisher, plays with his back to goal, very good at distributing. But there's a reason why we are not able to get ball possession as consistently as we used to get. Therefore, plays do not happen. The answer is very simple. João Neves is a kid that just came up out of nowhere. He is an extremely good player at setting the tone for the game. He just doesn't get tired. He's very good at passing, but not very good at creating yet. He's 18. Okay, we got Kokshu, which is an amazing, fantastic player. Won Player of the Year for Feyenoord last year and is doing incredible things right now. But he's being used in the wrong place, in my opinion. And this is very simple to sort out. Last year's defensive midfielder, and what made Enzo shine and what made all our talented players shine, was our defensive midfielder, Florentino. Florentino is one of the best defensive midfielders in Europe right now, and this is not an exaggeration. His ability to recover the ball, he is fearless, absolutely fearless when it comes to tackles, right? And that stopped the lack of having possession, having to chase the ball, putting tempo on the game, etc. The solution is very simple. All we gotta do is that we cannot have 3 wingers that need the ball all the time, right? Simple. You gotta put Rafa here, you take Neres out, okay? And put Kokshu on a more advanced position. He's very good at playing with the wingers and the strikers, and from shooting outside the box, you can check highlights. It's a plethora of it, right? And then you take Neres out or you take Rafa out. Rafa is in a poor moment of form, so you can even do this, right? You can go maybe to the squad, go here, and put Florentino, right? As simple as this. Florentino ball recovers, João Neves sets the tempo, Kokshu organizes. And then these 2 can have creative freedom. There's 2 main differences from last season that unfortunately we can't control. First off, first half of the season, we lost Enzo, as you guys know, to Chelsea for an exorbitant amount of money. The second, which is very important how this team used to work, is that we lost for around 80 million euros Gonçalo Ramos to PSG. Gonçalo Ramos fit the creative winger play style a lot because he was a workhorse, working striker. You know how those guys are. Come back to get the ball, pass the ball to the wingers, work with the offensive midfielder, and be in a proper position. Being all over the place pretty much, but we don't have that, okay? We have Musa, which is a static striker. All good to me. I don't think it fits the system. I would still believe in Cabral a little bit because we paid 20 million euros to Fiorentina for it. But if not, we always have Tankstead and we can always access the market. Or even you can use Rafa as a shadow striker, but that doesn't give the aerial presence that you need in the area, right? There's a very underrated part of Benfica that is not being used properly, unfortunately, which is the guy that's at left back here, Frederick Orsnes. In my opinion, it was the player of the season last year, but he didn't even make the 11 of the season in the league. Orsnes does not get tired at all. Orsnes is a very intelligent player. He can play center midfield, defensive midfield. He can play the offensive midfield position. He can play left back. He can play right back. He's one of those, right? Super intelligent. And this is happening because we lost Grimaldo for free. But there's a lot of tiny holes here that we need to fill. And Orsnes does his job at left back, does very well. We still have Juan Bernat, which is obviously very good, but you can switch between those two depending on what you need, right? And Orsnes, Florentino there, they can make a good connection with Otamendi just going forward with the ball. Very simple changes that will fix this Benfica team. We don't have problems with injuries, we don't have problems with bench depth, but for some reason, the key to our midfield, which was Florentino, he played how many games? 33 games. Look at the results. It's all green. We can go into deeper analytics if you want to, but it is all green. And now he played like, what, 5 minutes this season? It was 6 games, 280 minutes. Like, it blows my mind how he is not in the starting lineup. I get it, we got Kokshu. I get it, we got João Neves. João Mario doesn't have the same pace that he had. He peaked last season. It was like, it's not gonna happen again, okay? So if you want to keep playing João Neves, which is like, he's going to be a mixture of Kante and Pirlo. He is absolutely insane, and you guys should watch out for him. He's incredible. But if you don't have that defensive midfielder that can get the ball back and get the ball on your side again, get the ball rolling, pass to the ones that are going to build up the game, you are not going to have a successful team. It's as simple as that. When your two best players are your center backs, and you guys know how Benfica works, Benfica is going to lose Antonio Silva pretty soon, right? So you gotta pay attention to those things. Rubin is an amazing goalkeeper, but he's very young. Attacks too much. Di Maria is not going to go back to defend. You need Florentino to occupy that space. You need João Neves' resilience and stamina to occupy that, to make up for it, so that Di Maria's brilliance can shine. It's as simple as it gets. Just do something like this. Even if you don't want to take half off, Neres was coming off the bench, he was good, but I don't think he likes it. So do this, or replace Neres with Rafa. Have a false 9, whatever you prefer. Kokshu is very good at scoring goals from outside the box either way. And our wingers like to push inward. That's why Gonçalo Ramos was so good. He didn't need that. He didn't need the ball crossed to him, right? He would play with him. Musa is more static. Musa is like a super sub for Benfica. So if you don't want to do that, don't do it. But and play Rafa as a false 9. But this is as simple as it gets. In the league, we're still doing fine because, well, unfortunately, if you exclude 3 or 4 teams, the competition is subpar. But without Florentino, the team gets completely exposed in the Champions League. Real Sociedad is not a joke. They schooled Benfica at home. Inter's midfield with Barella did not give us a chance of doing absolutely anything. And if we don't control the midfield like we usually do, or not get the ball to our magicians, it's that simple, guys. I hope you enjoy this form of content. It's totally different from what I do. It's all about sports. We just keep it simple. There's no drama here, like there's no exaggeration, like the coach needs to get fired, etc, etc. No, the coach just needs to be a little bit less stubborn and go back to what he was working. That's it. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy this channel. There'll be a lot more football stuff to talk about any team you want. give a simple analysis to it, and I'll try to do some NBA and some other stuff. Have a good one. Thank you.